Hey, Tom, I've done the silly salmon online before on the floor.
All right, we are live, boys and girls. Yes, Chris has done the silly salmon, and it's quite scary.
Hey, Tom, I've done the silly salmon.
You run an ad on your live screen. Oh.
All right. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is a random live stream, and let me tell you, it was very random.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up?
I have a couple guests on board. You know, good old Chrissy Poo. And then, hey, we got Big Red, also known as Tommy Sue with Bare Knuckle Cove.
Oh,
how we doing?
Famous.
What's going on, Tommy Gunn?
Living the dream, my friend. Fishing and hunting like always.
Hey, tell the people a little bit about what you do.
So we hunt, we fish, we enjoy the great outdoors, man. I mean, just like everything you've been doing so long, we decided to show the people, just another side of it. Getting out in the woods, having a good time, enjoying life.
There you go. Well, guys, if you didn't know, you've probably seen Tom in quite a few of my bass videos. He takes me bass fishing quite a bit. He also does a lot of hunting. I might be connecting with him to do some hunting videos here in the near future. So if you guys want to see that, pound that like button and comment below. Tonight we're going to be doing a fishing Q&A. Going to talk about anything and everything fishing. So if you got a question, post it right here and we'll try to respond to it. As long as it's appropriate, that is.
Can we see my bass? Absolutely.
I don't know. If it's inappropriate, you never know. You might get an answer out of us.
Yeah, show your bass, Tom. I know you're dying to show them. Go ahead. Woo! Man,
I taught Josh everything he knew about bass fishing, ladies and gentlemen.
Geez.
Now that's a bunch of BS. We'll go moving along.
Hey, what's the first thing you taught him, Tom?
Change those treble hooks. Change those hooks.
Ooh.
He might have mentioned that.
Maybe.
But then he stole my good top secret lure, guys, that allowed him to catch all them big bass you see on his wall.
Yeah.
So, what's going on, Chris? What's going on, Dan? Frightful Crown. What's up, buddy? Oh, look, there's Timothy Ray Louisville. Welcome. Drew, what's going on? So let's go ahead, jump in, Chris. Start with the Q&A, and let's answer some of these questions.
Well, I already see Drew Walker here. He's asking about beach snooking, which I know you've been doing a lot of lately. You and me went out a couple weeks ago, did some beach snooking. He asked for the best, what's the best lure in our opinion? And obviously, we probably would all choose the flare hawk.
Well, the flare hawk, guys, you can't go wrong with. It's been proven time and time again. And I'll tell you, another one is like that Yozuri bait, like the Yozuri minnow. Really, really like that. One tip I could give you with that flare hawk is just make sure you're reeling it and burying your retrieve, trying to make contact with the bottom. You may get hung up a little bit, but those snook, man, they really take action when that lure smacks the bottom.
Hey, one underrated bait, Josh, for beach snooking has got to be the DOA shrimp. I mean, if you can't get them to bite a DOA shrimp, I don't think if you put it in front of their face, they can resist that bait.
So look, Tom's got a beautiful flare hawk for you guys if you've never seen one.
Top secret color.
Show them that beautiful bait, Tom.
That HD camera. Hey, Tom, you got to talk a little bit while you show the flare hawk, so you're the main screen on the live stream.
There we go. So here's the flare hawk, ladies and gentlemen. Great color, chartreuse, blue tail, got that white head. The beach killer.
It really is, guys. And honestly, you want to vary or try different colors because believe it or not, it really does matter. I mean, there's times when I've been out there and they'll slam a pink one and they won't touch a chartreuse and a blue one and opposite.
So we got them in all different colors.
Hey, here's a question for you, Josh. Since you are the Pier fishing master, Albert asks, what 2 rigs would you recommend for fishing in the Pier? Or I'm assuming he means on the Pier.
Well, if you're talking about like the Skyway Fisher Pier, it's going to be free lining, that technique. And if you guys want to know more about that, just comment below, let me know, and maybe I'll do another Skyway video. I know they've been popular these last few weeks. And the other one would be the Carolina style rig, where you use a little weight with a swivel and then a leader to your hook. Those two are my favorites out there. But then that bobber rig comes very close. So
Go ahead, Josh. Finish up.
I think those are the top three that I would use out there.
What I was going to say is, remember, guys, when you ask a question like that, you say, you know, that's also going to be dependent on what species you're targeting. So, you know, if you're targeting grouper and mackerel, or those are two completely different species, so you're going to be using completely different rigs.
Well, here's one from Scott. We're going to let Tom answer this one. He says, what's the best way to fish a small lake for bass that's fish hard every day and is full of submerged weeds?
Spinnerbait, spinnerbait, man. Give them guys something to chase. Get that reaction bite. You know, just bounce it off the tops of that grass. You know, yo-yo technique. Just tear them up, man. Or go with just, you know, your regular worm fishing Texas rig. I mean, you can't go wrong. The fish are there. They're gonna bite. And you know, choose a day to go where it's not overcrowded. So I wouldn't fish a Saturday and Sunday. I would say like a Tuesday, Wednesday. Give those fish somewhat time to calm down, and then just tear them up.
And to add to that, guys, depending on where you're at, if you're down here in the South, you know, go, you know, after work, late evening, right before the sun goes down, hour before, and try to correlate that with a major feed time. Usually that's going to help.
Absolutely. Summertime bass fishing, morning feed, evening feed. Those fish are going to stay suspended on these, you know, higher temperature days, make it harder to catch. So absolutely find that feed time, you know, that correlates with the sun going down or early morning, and go fishing. You can't catch them sitting at the house. So get out there on the water.
Hey guys, I just want to touch on something real quick. I know Tom's real proud of those bass hanging on his wall, but what he don't want to tell you is that I'm pretty much catching up to him on trophy catch for most big bass.
Oh, no. I'm pretty sure
trophy catch. Go check out the Trophy Catch website and Google our names. You guys can see it for yourselves.
Heaviest bass wins. The heaviest bass. Hey, is that one right there? Oh,
yeah.
Hey, that's his wife
at the very top there.
Take you.
12 pounds, 1 ounce.
I'm sorry, Tom. I had to.
I mean, I'll give it credit. He's been mirroring the way I fish the last couple years, fishing my honey holes, and you know, I mean, changing treble hooks, picking the right color, and just putting big bass in the boat. I mean, like I said, I taught him everything he knows. That 10-pounder on his wall, you know, he was on my boat. So I mean, just saying.
Timothy, can you get free poles? This isn't a charity, son.
Hey, before we move on, I want to chime in on that bass in the pressured pond. Tom, I don't know if you know this, but my channel was kind of like based off bass fishing in the beginning. One of my go-to baits, especially in a situation like that, it would definitely apply, is just a weightless worm. So just a worm hooked to, you know, a wide gap hook. It'll tear up some bass if you got some patience, especially in a pressured pond.
Absolutely. I agree with that. That is a super, you know, killer technique. Patience is all I can say of fishing that technique, but that will catch the fish, especially pressured fish. It gives them more of a natural fall. Absolutely. I agree with you, Chris.
Hey, so Crash Dummy says, what should he look for when targeting flounder in the Tampa Bay? So the things that I look for, and typically I'll start targeting them in the fall, especially October is when I get a lot of the larger fish, but I'll go into the openings of either like rivers, and I'll find nice soft bottom, especially bottom with a lot of potholes and sand bottom. And I'll just slow drag a gulp or something like that over the bottom, and usually I do really well.
Remember, guys, a flounder has a mouth that's on the bottom, and they pretty much feed on the bottom, so you're going to want to have a bottom presentation.
Michael, I'm not sure who the Florida man is, but I don't think we've taken them fishing. Traditionalist, yeah. So if you guys aren't aware, fresh fish is astronomically expensive, especially anything that's snapper or grouper. So you definitely want to get out and try to target your own. There's a slew of mangrove snapper in the bay that you can catch, and you'll be able to save your money. You can even catch it right off the fishing piers, guys. Over at Gandy, Gandy used to be a good spot, and then Skyway holds a slew of snapper as well.
Hey, Josh, were you out at the Skyway today?
I was not.
Oh, somebody thought they saw you today.
No, I wasn't there today, unfortunately.
Hey, guys, we actually have been out to the Skyway a lot lately, me and Josh. And please, if you see us out on the Skyway, just come up to us and say, hey, introduce yourself. Don't slowly roll by in your car and then back up, or, come like right next to us and fish and ask us a bunch of questions. Just come and introduce yourself. We really like to get to know you guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hello, Stephanie. Tell the girls I said hello. And good artificials for catching multiple inshore fish. What you got, Tom?
What was the question? I was daydreaming about big bass.
There he goes, guys. We lost him already. Yes. What's a good artificial for catching multiple inshore fish, maybe such as trout, redfish?
DOA shrimp, man.
Good one.
It's a great bait for inshore. Gulp, just your love lure with a jig head, bouncing it off the bottom there. I mean, you can't go wrong. Snook, trout, redfish, absolutely. I mean, anything, throw anything like that, and you're, bound to catch a few fish.
Yeah, those are great. That's a great suggestion, guys. The DOA is a very good lure, and I would agree. You could do the DOA gulp on a mission fishing. You got the DOA bait buster as well, not just the shrimp. And of course,
you guys are missing like the prime one.
I'm sorry. Go right ahead.
Hey, Little John, all day, trout, snook, and redfish eat that thing all day long.
Yeah, the Little John is a great little lure for sure. But there's a lot of those guys. Just don't get caught up too much on the lure. Try to match a hatch, get the colors right as to what they're feeding on out there, and then get out there and cast where you think there might be some fish and give it a shot.
Match the hatch. Always match the hatch.
For sure. Do I prefer a bucktail with a fixed or loose hook? Honestly, I haven't had a noticeable difference. Some people swear by the loose hook, and they say that it helps prevent the snook from throwing the lure. But I haven't noticed a huge difference with those. What are y'all's thought on that?
Oh, the loose
fixed hook.
You like a fixed hook?
On the flare hawks, they got the fixed hook, and they got the hook that pivots.
Tom's all about that fixed hook, I think, is what he said. I'm experiencing some lag. Are you guys getting any lag, or is it just me?
Just a little bit.
Just fixed hook. Fixed hook.
Hey,
I don't know. Is it common to put a trailer hook on those lures?
It's not common, but you could definitely do it. That hook is massive, guys, and them snook, when they eat it, they usually don't hesitate. It's a big profile.
And it hides behind the skirt pretty well, so I think it's the perfect size between, having enough hook there to actually hook a fish, and then still it be pretty discreet.
It's a massive hook.
Hey, so Timothy, yeah, I think hunting videos would be a good addition to the channel. If you guys think that's true, then get on Tom, tell him to stop slacking so we can get out there and chase some pigs around.
The best bait for crappie, minnows, road runners. Great baits. We can't go wrong with the road runner. Catch bass on them too.
Little beetle spins are awesome too, but if you're talking about the ultimate best bait, that's definitely a live minnow. What do you think, Chris?
Oh, as far as crappie, beetle spin all day. And you can't get tired of throwing those little beetle spins.
And it's fun on the ultralights, honestly.
It's a lot of fun. I've actually fished for small bass with those beetle spins, and it's a lot of fun. You can really move them through the water fast, and you never get tired of casting them.
Yeah, Texas Veteran, we actually have a trip planned, scheduled. I'm supposed to be meeting up with one of our retailers and also a good buddy of ours that has a charter company. We're hoping to get over there by September for a few days. Hey, what's going on, Rick? Glad you got the notification, buddy.
Hey, someone asked here, Josh, about the Savage gear, the hard shrimp. Don't you have one of those Savage shrimps?
Yeah, I have them. They're not terrible, guys. A little pricey. You just got to remember, guys, a lot of these lure companies are coming out. Yeah, they're getting more detailed and things, but their prices are getting crazy. And there's a lot of other simpler lures on the market that'll get the job done, and it'll save you a lot of money in the long run. You're welcome, Chris.
But these baits are kind of like, they're so new to the market, we really don't even know how well they work. You know, there's not enough opinions to go around yet. So I'll be interested to know within the next like 5 years or so if these Savage baits, and what are the other baits you use, Josh? I can't remember. Oh, just the live target baits. I'll be really interested to see how long they stay around in the market, especially with those live targets. Some of them are like $30.
Yeah, we do use a lot of different lures, and I've been testing a lot of different lures too. If you guys got an idea or something you want us to test, let us know. And even Bare Knuckles over there, if y'all want him to stop using just that deep diving crankbait, maybe move to something a little more riskier, comment on his page. Matter of fact, Bare Knuckles, post on there on the top chat there and list your YouTube page.
See if I can find it here.
If you guys ain't following Chris on his page, I'll have him post the link, and also on Tom. Hey, give them a follow, guys. Support these good guys. They're building content and trying to make the dream happen here.
So I got a question. Where can I get one of those nice hats? That straw hat, man.
Oh, for you, you know, they're going to be a little bit more expensive, Tom, but you know, for everyone else, they could go to saltyscales.com, pay the normal price.
Man, that thing is sharp, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, very nice. You did a great job.
Coming out with some new gear, so good stuff. What else we got on here?
Chris is talking about the snook and tarpon video. I'm assuming that we did with Aiden. I had a lot of fun doing that, and also caught the PB snook.
Yeah, that was a good time. It was fairly spur of the moment trip, and sometimes the best adventures, guys, are just grabbing a pole and just heading out, you know, and not a whole lot of planning. So make sure that, you know, if you're feeling anxious to go fishing, just do it. It could be an experience that you'll never forget.
Hey, also, I wish we just had some more baits at that prime time. We probably would have caught at least 2 more tarpon and maybe another snook.
Yeah, we ran out of baits, and that's the worst thing that you want to happen when things are really popping.
That was an amazing fish you caught, man. Truly jealous of the size snook. Amazing. It put, you know, Josh's tarpon to shame. But overall, that was still a good fish, Josh.
Hey,
you know, I mean,
we invited you, Tom. You just didn't want to come.
It's true.
yeah, I think it was like on a Monday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Some people have to work around here.
It maybe been a Wednesday.
Right, right. It probably was.
Absolutely.
Still, that was an awesome video you guys did.
Oh, Tom's over here moving around on us, guys.
Yeah, I had to get up.
You getting antsy over there, Tom?
No, I just had to get up, readjust. My drink's getting low. I had to yell at the old lady to pour me another one.
Hey, so I want to tell you guys, we got a new video coming out. It's probably going to be out. God, I'm going to try to do everything in my power to make it Tuesday. And Chris is going to have the other half of this video, guys. Going to be giving away a free reel in this video. The objective is to get 250 likes, 250 comments. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a very intriguing topic. I'm sorry, Chris. Damn, let me stop here. Go ahead, Chris.
Well, what, you said a reel? I thought it was an Amazon card.
I'm giving away a reel. You're giving away an Amazon card.
Okay. Correction. So you're giving away a reel, and I'm giving away an Amazon card.
I'm gonna give away a reel,
and
it's gonna, like I said, and it'll all be in the video, so you guys will clearly be able to see it. and we're just giving back, guys. The more the channel gives to us, the more we'll give back, as that's what it's all about. We don't really, at least I don't do it for the monetary gain only, but it is good to see the growth and the interaction.
So if anybody does know the video that's coming out, it's going to be in my community tab. I know Josh posted a YouTube story, and I posted a community tab post. Leave it in this chat, and maybe we'll actually start talking about it. But let's see if anybody actually watched and is in the chat today and can name the next video that's going to come out.
Well, if they follow the Instagram, they probably already have some inclination.
Yeah, if you guys aren't following us on Instagram, hey, go follow at Salty Scales on Instagram, and then also follow all of us individually. You got Captain Joshua Taylor, you got Tom Swell, you got me, Chris Canning. Go follow us. I'll probably leave all our handles here in the chat. And then also Big Bass Brotherhood.
Absolutely. Don't forget Big Bass Brotherhood. Come see some giant bass that Chris has caught, Josh has caught, and myself. Newest channel out, and just awesome fishing.
For sure. Hey, Rick, I have used a Miradyne a whole lot. It's one of my top hard baits, and almost always, if I'm throwing an artificial, like especially for any type of competition, that Miradyne will be tied on. It's got a great action, and the fish love it. It really mirrors a lot of those little white bait that are on the flats. All right, guys. So yeah, Texas veteran magnet fishing that's exactly what it is. We tried this magnet fishing first time, me, Chris, and Chris has kind of thrown out some ideas a few months ago about magnet fishing. I threw out the idea about magnet fishing a certain bridge, but he wants that credit too.
Oh, okay.
Right, Chris?
I guess that's how it went down. We'll let that story ride like that.
But all seriousness, it was a lot more fun than I even thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't very, very thrilled about the idea of doing this style fishing or catching. But when you start throwing your magnet down there and anticipating things, and the next thing you know, that thing just rolls into something and it goes clink and it feels like a fish, you just want to know what's on the other end. So it's kind of exciting. And we caught some very interesting things, which I don't want to disclose, but you will see it on Tuesday.
Hey, seriously, guys, when we went magnet fishing, I know Josh wasn't super excited. I was kind of like iffy about it. I knew it could actually be a lot of fun, but I also knew it could be like a hit or miss thing. If we didn't get anything, then it was going to be kind of a waste of a day. And I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss this video. It's absolutely insane. Tom, Tom knows a little bit about it, so chime in, Tom.
Crazy what they pulled up. They sent me text messages all day long with interesting finds.
Yes, sir.
Unusual finds.
Very unusual. But that's just the beginning, guys. So we're going to try all kinds of different areas and see what else. I mean, I don't hear of anybody in our area doing this. So who knows what we're allowed to pull up. Senko fishing, heck yeah. Senko fishing is the way to go, guys. If you want bites, you Senko fish. So in Florida, black and blue, peanut butter jelly, like Tom suggested, and June bug are probably the top three colors for sure.
Hey, also, I want to chime in. Somebody asked about my dad's boat. Guys, we currently got the go-ahead. The insurance company finally okayed everything that we needed to get done. And I know I guess the fiberglass work started. It either starts tomorrow or it started on Friday.
Yes, sir. I'm going to add a thumbnail. You're welcome to talk, Chris. I'm going to add a thumbnail real quick.
Let's see. What else we got in here? I don't know. I just want
Texas. Josh, I'm emergency stunt double for Chris, available 24/7. Silly salmon all day.
Oh, don't get me pumped up.
Texas veteran, you do not want to be a stunt double for us because Josh will come up with some of the craziest things you could imagine, and you'd probably freak out a little bit if he told you some of the ideas he has in his head.
Yeah. Just
Pretty sure sometimes he's just like, you know what? If Chris loses a leg, it's okay.
no, we take pretty good care of each other, but you know, we got to keep Chris on his toes, guys. Right, Chris?
Yes. Yes.
It isn't that bad, though. It isn't that bad.
He keeps me on my toes like you guys wouldn't even believe.
Yeah, Daniel, we live in Central Florida, all of us.
Tom's over here trying to move. He doesn't know where he's moving yet.
813, baby.
Yep, Tom's in a. So, guys, in case y'all didn't know, I'm in the process. I just bought a nice property. I'm going to be building soon. And Tom's looking for a new place as well. So he's going to be buying a new house soon. So we got a lot of stuff going on, but you guys are really going to love the new place that I'm building on, guys. So there's some really awesome fishing. So stay tuned.
Hey, I want to know people's opinion on me moving into a pull-behind trailer.
He's not joking, guys.
I'm not joking, guys. When you guys watch me live out of a pull-behind trailer, I want to know what the chat would say.
Do y'all think it's all right if Chris lives in a pull-behind trailer for a little while?
Hey, we can make some sick content.
I think we could, man. And you would have no pressure, no mortgage. You're young. You could travel a little bit. Look at that.
Yeah, hook my trailer up to my truck and ride out, Josh.
No, not on Josh's property. I don't need that guy coming and raiding my refrigerator, Chris or Rick.
No, other way around, Rick. I wouldn't live on the property because every night I'd be getting a knock on the door like at 11:30. Hey, Chris, you ready to go fishing, man? I'm going to the beaches. Let's go.
What do you
That's
think?
not a bad gimmick.
That's not a bad. That's not bad.
No, I'll move because I know where you're moving to.
Well, Texas veteran, we appreciate your service, buddy, and that's awesome that you've been with the same woman since 8th grade. That's great.
Hey, Tom, you can put a little pull-behind trailer right next to mine if you want.
I'm with it, man. We'll go to campground, go to the lakes and fish, go to the beach, go to the pier. I'm down, man. It'd be a hell of a lot cheaper than what I'm fixing to spend.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Epic content.
So you guys post some content ideas while we're on here. Let us know what kind of videos you want to see. It looks like y'all really like the last few videos I put out pertaining to rigs and skyway fishing. So if you like that, let me know. If you have a specific topic, post it, and I'll add it to my list of video ideas.
Hey, shout out to CJ for following me on Instagram. He probably followed you guys as well.
Tom, that was a monster hog that you flipped over there last night. So how'd that come about? What was you guys just bait him up and she was just on the property right there? Or did you have to run for a long while to find her?
So we hadn't been out in a few months because the weather has just been really horrible. And I'm kind of an old man now, I like to get in bed early. So we decided to go out a little bit later last night or the other night and just driving around. Everything was wet. The hog ended up crossing out in front of us. Little backstory. My dog had heat stroke about 2 months ago, about died. We got him back in shape, got him, nice and healthy again. It's been cooler, I should say. And the property was kind of flooded. So I decided to take him out and he found the hog, stopped it. We probably were within 100 yards, decided to walk up there. We turned the bulldogs loose and caught it. Probably, I would say the hog probably close to 300 pounds,
Wow.
3 or 4 inches of teeth. Very lucky that nobody got hurt, any of the dogs. One of the biggest, hogs that I personally caught. One of the gentlemen that was with us, biggest hog he's ever caught. We decided to keep him. He's going on the barbecue. He's also going on my buddy's wall to remember that hunt. Pretty epic time, man. I mean, just blessed to have opportunity to do stuff like that.
Well, when are me and Chris getting out there with you so we can go film some stuff?
For real.
Yeah, we need to bring you boys out there. I mean, I think you guys would have a heck of a time. There's nothing like walking in the woods in pitch black. looking for something that would hurt you, you know?
Well,
And
listen.
then we'll jump on it, tackle it, and tie it up, and put it on the barbecue.
Well, I seen Chris squeal like a girl the other day getting bit by a little crab. I want to see what a pig will do.
Hey, when you get abruptly bitten by a crab or pinched by a crab, like while grabbing a foreign object, it's a little worrisome. You're like, oh, what the heck just pinched me?
That's awesome.
Hey, before we move on, Tom, for somebody that watched your video and like that doesn't know a lot about hunting, why don't you want to kill the pig?
Well, I mean, it's like anything else. It kind of depends on what you catch. It's like beef. I mean, that's about the best example I can give you. We're not eating big bulls. Your hamburgers and your steaks, they're steer. And what that is they castrate the animals and they, raise them up. The animal stops worrying about fighting. It stops worrying about mating, and it just gets bigger and bigger. So normally we don't kill the big boars. We'll kind of castrate them on site and turn them loose and hope to catch them again. And what that allows us to do, it helps the meat from being tainted by that wild gamey taste, and it also allows them to have monstrous teeth and make them a real trophy. Show you guys what a big old nasty hog looks like.
Yeah,
So, is that what you were doing in that video last night?
No, I was we took that hog to the house. It was a bar hog, so bar hog meaning it didn't have its balls. So it's grill ready. I mean, that's prime
Okay.
meat. It's almost like a steer in a sense where you take that gaminess out, you take that fight out of them, and then they just swell up. It's back in the day, the old times it become bar hog because it was called barreling. They would barrel the hog. And that's what it meant. It would swell up like a barrel. So you get more meat, more fat content, just a better piece of meat overall.
See, that's all very intriguing information, stuff that I definitely would like to learn more about. I mean, I've shot pigs, but I've never really done it your way with the dogs and chasing them down and hog tying them and things. So I imagine that's an extreme adrenaline rush.
There's nothing like it, man. I mean, I've never went skydiving, but I mean, in a sense, as far as the rush that you get, you don't never know what's around that corner and to come to pull up to that bush and that bush is shaking and the noises that you're hearing. I mean, it's an adrenaline packed extreme rush. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. Awesome. I mean, there's nothing better.
That's pretty awesome, guys. I just want to hey, Ice Wallow, welcome, buddy. Glad you're on board here. And Texas veteran, the scallops. I do have a scallop video coming. I'm a little delayed. It was my birthday a couple days ago, so as you can imagine, we've been a little busy. The wife had some plans, so I got to get back in the groove, get going this week, and you'll see those new videos coming.
Hey, before we move on, somebody asked how were the scallops. I'm assuming they're asking how they taste. Josh, why don't you give us a little rundown on how that went?
Well, I don't know if they're asking how they taste or if they're, hey, appreciate that, buddy. I'm not sure if they're asking about the taste or if they're just asking how bad it was. Guys, we had to find the scallops in 7 to 10 foot of water, and we probably got 100 scallops in 2 days. It was really a struggle, but we did a lot better than many that we spoke to. So, it's fun all around, but it's a lot more fun when you're in like 4 foot of water and you can really, load up on them. Thanks again, Cartel de Crypto. I appreciate that, buddy.
Hey, you should have given him like $58 since he's 58 years old.
Hey,
got some gray hairs and that beard of yours.
No gray, maybe a couple.
We're gonna do a 22 long rifle challenge. I think that's a great idea from The Last Fisherman.
That'd be fun.
My nickname's Deadeye.
Deadeye. Oh man. Oh man.
Man, Dino comes in here giving me heat every single time. It don't matter what I do. I can't get on Dino's good graces.
Oh, Dino, bust his balls, man. Chris, he don't deserve any good kudos or anything. He's a bad fella. Hey, Brendan. Thanks, Dino. So the best lure and bait for mangrove snapper, oftentimes those mangrove snapper will hit the DOA and my gulp. But obviously the number one thing to use to catch them was those little greenbacks and shrimp. And I noticed that the mangrove snapper population has been very abundant, especially when we're out there hitting the trees, even more so than I can recall. Over the years, it seems like they're very, very popular. Wouldn't you agree, Chris?
Oh yeah, I mean, shoot, our last trip out, we caught like 3 of them, and we didn't catch that much more. But I've never caught 3 in a trip like that, back to back to back. I think we caught them almost back to back to back too.
Yeah, and they were all almost keepers in the mangroves, guys. So that's pretty cool. One thing we are going to try to do before the season completely passes, we're going to focus on trying to get Tom on his PB snook. And we're going to do that soon, aren't we, Tom?
Hope so, man. I got a pile of these baits right here. I'm ready to do something about it, man. I mean, just bait after bait after bait.
Dang, Tom, you're like loaded up.
Hey, I got that new reel and rod. Fixing to do a gear review on all that too.
What'd you get? Tell the people.
Pin slammer. I mean, I don't know if you guys have watched all Josh's videos, but I mean that absolute is a beast of a reel. Looking forward to having some line pulled off that thing.
Hey, Tom's a big baller, guys. He texted the group chat and he was looking at some little cheap reel. Like, what was it, Tom? Like $15? And then Josh recommended the Pin Slammer, and he's like, man, that's like $250. And I'm like, get it, Tom. Next thing you know, Tom texts us back. He's like, I bought it.
Yeah, I'm a sucker to peer pressure. I was looking at the I can't even think of what it was called now. Akuma Cabo. Pretty good reviews. I got a pretty good discount on them, obviously. So I was gonna pay, half cost. But those guys talked me into getting something a little bit more expensive. Got to go to Slammer. I mean, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that thing, but that is just an awesome reel.
Heck yeah.
I haven't even taken it out of the box.
Well, listen, don't put Chris to sleep. I see him over there rubbing his eyes and yawning. Hey, Felix, thanks for joining us, man. You have a good night. Oh, that's nice, man.
Hey, Felix, have a good night.
Yeah, we need to put some snook. That's the one thing I don't have on the wall. Besides big bass, have ibex, gators, monster deer, hogs. No snook.
Hey, what I want to see Tom really do is bow down on a jewfish.
Well, I got the rig and the setup for it. We can make it happen.
I'm not too excited about that.
Oh, we can put that on his wall.
Kind of illegal, isn't it?
We can get a replica.
Yeah.
Hey,
that thing would take up your whole wall, Tom.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Maybe a big black grouper, like that 85-pound range.
There you go.
There you go. You'd be eating good then. Hey, you're welcome, Brendan, for the tips. Hey, guys, so for both piers obviously produce. Blaze asked on the piers, which do I prefer, south or north? Honestly, back in the day, I really loved both of them, probably equally, because you could catch some really good fish on both. But with the east span closure, I'll probably go with the south just because there's more room, there's more rock piles. But I'll tell you guys, in recent days, those dolphins, I mean, they've always been a menace, but I swear they're worse than they ever have been. And it makes freelining almost impossible out there without getting slammed by a darn dolphin. And it's extremely frustrating.
Hey, I can agree with that 100%. Every single time me and Josh go out there, guys, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like something that you just see in a movie. Every single time we cast in a free line bait, the dolphin shows up seconds after. Like, you don't even have time to fish whatsoever.
I swear.
Go ahead.
It's like they're watching us.
Oh, it's insane. No, they are. they swim around, and then as soon as your bait hits the water, you see them swim up right to your line, and then they follow your line right out to the bait, and then they pluck your bait off the hook.
Well, guys, I have a mystery person coming in to say hello. This is my daughter, Araya. Say hello.
Hello. Hello.
She's going to be the future fisherwoman, guys, and she'll be on the channel quite a bit. So I'm going to be teaching her everything I know. What do you got in your mouth? Don't be showing. Well, I love you, baby. I'll be out there in a minute.
Why don't you tell Blaze how to catch those grouper?
Yeah, gag grouper on the Skyway. Whew. That's what we're just referring to, guys. We are going to cover more in the videos. You can get baits around the dolphin, but it takes a lot more work than ever before. I mean, I swear those dolphins, that's the only place they feed, is literally at that pier on everybody's baits.
I'm pretty sure it helps when more people are out there, because when the bridge is empty, like it was the other day when we were out there, the dolphins were just worse than I've ever seen them, because they can zone in on just you. Nobody else is out there casting. Yeah,
all seriousness, they definitely do. And well, I'm gonna do some more tips. If you guys love that stuff, you know, we're gonna do a bunch of more Skyway videos, and you know, we'll keep putting them out. Hopefully it'll help you guys land more fish. Yeah, Cartel, we'll be out at Skyway here probably this week. Just got to wait for Chris to tell me his schedule. And good old Tom, he just works like 98 hours a week, so I don't know if he can make it or not.
I would love to.
Just Tom, when are we going to put you on that snook?
I got to, work all day, every day to pay for pin slammers.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah, hey man, I can't.
Josh, answer Blaze here, Josh, because you know exactly what that feels like.
So the bait gets taken. Yeah. So here's how the dolphins do it, guys. They're very smart. The idea is to get your bait way, way far past the dolphin. So if you're freelining, it has to be out there 50, 60, 70 yards on further, so that way they can't see the line. And I noticed that high vis green, believe it or not, they can see far less than the white for some reason. I don't know why that is, but that's one of the key things. But if you give tension to the dolphin, then they're going to pluck it right off. If you keep opening your bill, they'll drop it, and you get a chance to reel it in. They'll keep doing that until they actually get the bait off. So they are very, very clever, though.
Are you getting a storm right now, Josh?
Yeah, we've been getting a storm every single day this whole month, guys. It's been absolutely brutal. I thought me and the fellas here, Big Bass Brotherhood, Salty Scales boys, we were going to have to build an ark.
Hey, it's pouring here right now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pouring here.
Oh, let me check the radar.
Oh, man.
Why don't you tell them about your experience the other night at the Skyway with that storm, Josh?
Oh, man. So, guys, yeah, you got some nasty stuff over you, Chris, like some seriously nasty stuff.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Okay, so
Pier safety.
Tom's like, man, I want to go catch this big old snook. I want to go catch this big old snook. I said, you know what, Tom? Let's go catch that big old snook. Now, he decides to schedule a trip around this major storm. And I mean, it's an electrical storm from hell, guys. But we get out there, and the storm's off in the distance. I'm very cautious of lightning, but we're catching baits, and we're trying to put them in the well, and we're trying to work fast. The next thing you know, that rod shocked the Jesus out of me. I threw that thing on the ground, and what it is when you have an electrical storm and that much electricity in the air, it tends to create, what's the word?
It's like an electrical field, isn't it?
I don't know. It creates this this force that goes through the rod and the reel, and it's a static electric shock. is what it is. And you'll know when there's too much electricity around, because like your wife's hair will start standing up, the poles around you will start buzzing. You hear that, you need to put everything down and get in the car or the truck. But I'll tell you, it didn't give me no warning, except for the, way off in the distance, you could see the storm. That thing shocked the snot out of me.
I'm glad I wasn't there. That's pretty intense. Actually, that same night, guys, I had some serious storms roll through me, hit and head that way to where they were, and I know that lightning was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was one of the craziest storms I've seen in a good time. A matter of fact, I have a little time warp video of it. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I absolutely use that deeper, guys. The deeper is a cool little tool, and if you want to learn more about some of the little areas that you fish, it's really a great way to gain insight that you might not otherwise know. So I do use the deeper.
So the money of that thing, you can't really go wrong with that. I mean, that sonar is top notch, man, for the charts it has and the availability. I mean, anybody can fish it off the John boat, on the pier, at the lake, on the bank. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, what else can you say?
And that's a good point. The charge, I haven't charged that thing in like 3 trips that I've used it. So it really does hold a good charge.
Hey, so I see Marcus Young here did not get the notification like a lot of people didn't. Hey, we don't know what's up with that. That's up to YouTube to decide, not us, guys. But we wish you all got the notification every single time.
Well, guys, all I can say is turn on your notifications. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing a lot of new giveaways. We're going to be doing a lot of videos. Going to start ramping up the videos, guys, and I'm going to start giving back a lot more as well. The little bit of money that we do bring in off the channel, I want to put back and give to you guys. Obviously, y'all help build the channel. I really want to get to that 100,000 subscriber mark, guys. That's been a big goal of mine for a long time, and I'm going to really try to ramp up some things, see if we can get there. So the more you like, the more you share, the more you interact with the page, the more it really helps us grow, and we really do appreciate that. And, of course, these guys are trying to grow their pages as well, but we do appreciate that support when you interact and whatnot.
Hey, I'll be having a 2,500 giveaway here soon, so y'all be staying tuned. KH already got his fishing rod. I know he's sending me emails, so you guys stay tuned for that giveaway.
That's awesome. I think, Tom, you better go subscribe to him, too. I think he's doing a 500 subscriber giveaway. Is that right, Tom?
Yeah, man. I got a box full of goodies. Looking for some new subscribers, looking for you guys to, join the movement. We're out there doing our thing, and we'd like to get some subscribers. And I mean, I got a box, a big box of hats, of lures, of worms, of just, you name it, just multitudes, top water, spinner baits, just all kinds of good stuff. So it's in the works. I'm a little bit a ways from that 500 mark, but I'm hoping you guys get me there sooner than later so I can give away all this gear. Hurry up. Let's do this.
Well, I'll tell you guys, I just want to reach out here. D. Faulkner, the flesh-eating bacteria is a real deal right now, guys. Hearing a lot of things about it, and it's a very serious situation. And I think a lot of it pertains to just water quality and what they're doing and dumping into the bays. I mean, there's no doubt that stuff plays a role in the bacteria. I mean, you can't dump 100,000 gallons of sewage in the bay and think that it's not going to have a repercussion. And that's what we're seeing now. People are losing limbs and people are losing their lives. So it is something I think about quite frequently, especially if I get a cut or something. And even some people that got that, they really didn't have a cut in some instances. So it's really serious. What are y'all's thoughts on it, Chris?
Actually, it's funny you asked me because somebody, guys, if you don't know, I'm in college and I was in one of my classes the other day and they know I'm a fisherman. So somebody said, hey, do you know anything about the flesh-eating bacteria, and asked my opinion on it. And quite frankly, at first, I didn't take it too seriously because it seems like every year it happens to 1 or 2 people. But I always think about, okay, that person may have had some sort of condition already or had a big open wound that they hadn't been cleaning. So that was always my thought. But now with more cases coming around, you should definitely be looking at the water that you're about to swim in or get into. If it looks like it's still, it's been sitting there for a while, there's not a lot of flow, current, tidal movement to where it's flushing the water in and out and cleaning it, don't go in there. Look for the cleaner water. Look for the water that's been moving around, not still. And I think you'll be all right. What do you think, Tom? You got an opinion on that?
It's scary. I think I agree with Josh. You know, sewage, runoff, fertilizer. It's just the way that we handle, you know, our waters is unbelievable, man. The amount of toxins and stuff that go into those our fishery. It's unfortunate. I'm not going to go swimming anytime soon. Um, Staying my butt out of the water. I don't need anything to, you know, cause harm to me or my family. Uh, it's crazy. It's crazy is an understatement. You know, people are dying, people are getting sick. Uh, Pretty crazy.
And the thing is, guys, is that that bacteria doesn't discriminate. You know, I've seen it affect young people. I've seen it affect old people. I mean, you see them on the news, it seems like every other day. Now, keep in mind, guys, that this bacteria has been around a long time. And the news, sensationalism at its finest, you know, those guys, I think sometimes are trying to scare people. But then again, it's not in their best interest, you know, especially for our local economies to try to scare away tourists and stuff. So I don't know. I would just tell you guys all to be cautious out there. Like Chris said, if you are going to swim, don't swim in areas that you know have water that's been sitting without any movement, because that I imagine that's a cesspool of bacteria. But you know, you gotta ask yourself, is it worth the risk? I mean, you gotta live. You know, it's like, you know, should I go outside today? Am I gonna get hit by a bus? You know, it's just one of those things.
Just be cognitive of where you're getting in the water. I mean, just use your critical thinking and look at the water. If the water looks tainted, it looks dirty, it looks nasty, do not get in it, especially with open wounds. If you have an open wound, make sure, you know, if you do go swimming somewhere, use some hydrogen peroxide and clean it out ASAP, you know, but don't be getting in there with an open wound, period.
It's hot. So, I mean, the heat, the hot water, it's going to breed bacteria. There's no doubt about it.
Well, it's true, Marcus. That bacteria, you know, is going to be in both fresh and salt. I mean, and again, stagnant water with nasty feces being dumped in and sewage being dumped in. You know, things have got to change, guys. We got to start taking care of our environment. I understand it's a problem and it's a monetary problem, but that's what taxpayer dollars are for. They need to fix it and they need to figure it out.
Hey, so going off of that, Josh, maybe a little teaser or a little snippet I could give you guys for our latest video is Josh hooked up to basically, I guess I'll spoil it a little bit. Josh, there's 25 people in here. So if they see it, they see it. But Josh hooked up to something that looked like a battery. And unfortunately, we didn't get it. But who throws a battery in the ocean? That's probably one of the most acidic things that you could throw in the ocean that's just going to decay and just release toxins into the ocean. And I think that that is unbelievable. I mean, we go out to the pier, we see aluminum bottles, can bottles, we see lime, we see plastic, we see coolers, we see pliers, you name it, it's on the pier and it's getting knocked into the water. So if you see in this stuff, pick it up and throw it in the trash, because every bit helps. You may think it doesn't, but it really does, and it adds up. And if each and every one of us pick up something when we go out on the water, you know, it makes a big impact.
Absolutely, guys. And I am going to actually coordinate. Are you guys all ready to do this big plastic cleanup? I'm ready to do it, guys. I want to start making a larger impact around the bay. So all of our local guys, let's get together. Let's try to get 50 to 75 people together. and go clean up some areas and you know, maybe give away some prizes, eat some food, and then of course chit chat, get to know each other a little bit better.
Hey, I'm ready. That'll be fun. And Tom can come out and have a good time. You guys can meet a superstar, Tom Sewell over there, Bare Knuckle Company.
Tom Sewell.
Yeah. Come on, Chris. Sewell.
Sewell. I'm
Come
sorry.
on, man.
Sewell.
Yeah, don't be ruining Tom's name. I just call him Big Red, guys.
Hey,
Big Red.
they're gonna call Tom. What is it? Stool. We're gonna call you Stool.
Wow.
Dino,
Oh,
or these YouTubers, they're relentless, Tom. You got to watch out for them.
These guys have been great. Great questions, great interaction.
Maybe it's
awesome.
just me. Maybe it's
Dino's got like the best jokes. I'm digging Dino.
Oh, hey guys, make sure again you go follow Bare Knuckles and Chris. Let me go pull them up here. I don't even know. Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna look up y'all's pages real quick.
Oh man, Timothy, that's just speculation, man. I don't know if somebody threw it in there, but I don't think you're referring to a car battery with it being run off the bridge. I don't think that battery was old enough to be part of that accident, but it's just speculation. My big point is stop polluting the waters because every bit helps when we pick it up, or pick up the trash at least. And if we continue on this cycle, we're going to have more red tides. We're going to have more flesh-eating bacteria. All of these chemicals lead into what we know as dangerous things and dangerous waters.
Yep, it's true. We all got to do our part. I mean, we can all do a little bit better to help take care of the environment.
Hey, hold on, Josh. This is kind of funny. Tom, say something. Tom muted himself. He don't even know it. Hey, guys, Tom's a little bit new to this YouTube thing. We're trying to teach him some things. Look at him. He's talking. You can't hear him.
Tom, you got to unmute yourself, buddy.
I got it. Sorry about that.
There you are, Tom.
Yeah, the girl's going to sleep, so I muted it.
Okay. I thought that was funny.
I'm here trying to carry on a conversation with y'all boys, and nothing was coming out.
I love it. Well, I'll tell you guys, we've been on for a little over the 45 minutes. I appreciate you guys. Everybody stop.
Hold on, Josh. One thing before we get off here. One thing. Hey, guys, look behind Josh. We got a couple new products, and look at Josh's head there. We updated one of our hats. Josh, if you want to reach behind you, you could actually show him the new Leo hat. And you guys, we already talked about the straw hat there, so check out saltyscales.com. We got a bunch of new items coming out. I know Josh has been working really hard on a lot of these designs, so go check them out. Also, too, I don't know if we're still selling them on the website, but they were on the website at one point. I got a nice little Yeti cup here, but it's by, what is this, Frio, Josh?
Frio, yeah, they're still on there.
So go check out the website, guys, saltyscales.com. Get performance gear and join the movement, you know. Get you in some Salty Scales gear, and I promise you somebody will compliment you out there.
Well, guys, that's how ultimately I make my money, and I pay the employees that I do have is via Salty Scales. So if you want to support us, that's the best way to do it, saltyscales.com. And, of course, just interacting and liking the videos. We do the videos. I don't do the videos for monetary gain. I do the videos because I've always enjoyed teaching and interacting with you guys. So that's the primary objective. The little bit of money we do make is just icing on the cake. And, again, we try to give a lot of that back via giveaways and things. Hey, Tom, you got something you want to say, big buddy?
Oh, this was a heck of an experience, guys. Awesome questions. We'll have to do it again.
Tom's first live stream.
Yep, this was Tom's first, guys. So he really, he's a noob, but he's really enjoying the whole YouTube experience. And again, he's a hunter, guys, and a fisherman. So give him a follow.
Heck yeah, guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Hey, guys, thank you all for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next one. I hope we answered most everyone's questions. And until next time, I'll try to do something and post an event that's a little bit, it's kind of scheduled, but it gives you some notification to let you guys know that we're doing it. We just popped on with no real notice tonight. So
Actually, Josh, I don't know, guys, with the whole new live stream system coming out August 1st, I don't know I'm assuming they're going to have it to where we can multi-live stream, but right now with the beta version, it looks like there's no way to do that from what we know. So give us some time. We're going to try and figure it out, and hopefully YouTube figures it out, because we love the live streams. And thanks for joining. Close it out, Josh.
all right, guys, until next time, of course, we'll see you on the water.